Hey guys, ASMG. So previously we tested Ywach in PvP, and I think it's an okay to decent counter for Ohana. I'm not saying he's a complete counter, but he's pretty decent. But let's test him out in PvE. So for this review, we're going to look at his NAD build, SAD build, hybrid build, and CDR build. And taking a look at his stats, we got stamina 1047, attack 634, defense 356, focus 353, and the highest SP in the game at 786. His skill is Captain, meaning he does 40% extra damage to Captain units. And his special is the Almighty, so Ywach strikes with a sword and fused with the Rio's power, causing immense damage and inflicting weaken. And he also has a transformation when he uses special as well. His soul trait is damage taken negative 16%. And look at his 6-star abilities, he's got a Bruiser 30%, so increased normal attack damage. We got increased strong attack damage 50%, so Berserker. We got his soul trait, Bombardment, debilitated plus 5 seconds, Sprinter plus 1, and Star Barrier plus 10. What this means is he'll start the game with plus 10 barriers. And unfortunately it doesn't last throughout the whole PvE run or raid run, depending on how quick you do it. I think it lasts about 30 seconds like a normal shield will do. It sucks that it does last 30 seconds and not last throughout the whole run, but it is what it is. But let's move on to the NAD build. So taking a closer look at his NAD build, we got a gold chap with 30 attack, we got a normal chap with Spencer 30 attack, a Hejikazai 30 attack, and regarding his links we got 10, 10, 10. So we got 20 NAD Sajin, 20 NAD Swimsuit Ruka, and 25 NAD Renji. So you guys know the drill, no boosters, no friends, and let's see how he does. Alrighty, so about 6.8k damage per hit, but that's with crits though. Third strong attack is about a full screen. Second strong attack is nice, I guess you could call it shockwave forward. First strong attack is another shockwave as well, although we do have to guard break this enemy. I have heard that this character does have some AI issues on auto, since he's a ranged character and has very decent range, so he'll actually miss some units, or keep shooting at units who are underground like those stealth units. But we saw a 9k crit there. As you can see, his actual NAD goes beyond the screen. He's okay of a unit. I wouldn't say he's the best PV unit, but he's pretty decent. I know everyone's complaining he doesn't have Frenzy, and I wouldn't mind. Like, I wouldn't mind him having Frenzy. Obviously, it would make him much more of a better unit. But honestly, I'd prefer him to be an actual NAD unit. If they swapped his SP with his attack and gave him more of a bruiser, like a 50 bruiser, 60 bruiser, this guy would be an absolute monster. And I think then he would be a complete counter to Ohana, because he does have status effects on all his attack, even with his transformation, which I should show off right now. And there you go. And it feels like his NAD speed is a bit faster, and we're doing about 10k damage per hit. And I don't know if you guys noticed that his 10 shield is gone, and that's not because we took 10 hits, it's just the time duration just disappeared. And there goes his 3 shield from his special as well. So let's cause weakening, and look at that. Nearly 20k damage per hit. Alright, 1 minute 53, so under 2 minutes, was really nice. But let's move on to the SAD build. So taking a look at his SAD build, we got a Yuki Spencer 20 SP, a Spirit Core 30 SP, and a Fortification Pill 30 SP, 25 Sat Shinji, 20 Bonken, and 20 TT Momo. So no boosters, no friends, and it should be interesting since it doesn't have Frenzy, but let's see how it does. Alrighty, so first strong attack, about 7,500 damage per hit. NAD is about 2k. Third strong attack, about 5,000 damage per hit. And second strong attack, about 6k. And that hits heaps, like heaps of times. So we'll use this special in the next round. Alright, we'll see how much damage it does. And then goes the shield. So about 10k per hit. Alright, first strong attack, about 9,000 damage per hit. I saw a 9,750 there. Third strong attack, about 6k per hit. But I do want to use the second strong attack on a group of mobs, not just 2. We got 3 here. That's 7.4k. I saw 9,700 there as well. But I think with his normal state, his second strong attack does less damage but more hits. But I'm 100% sure on that. Yeah, I feel like it does more hits. But this build is not bad. And I probably do think he's one of the best second strong attacks in the game. It just hits so much. And if you had friends, it would be very devastating. And I like that it hits multiple times. That's because it increases the chances of causing paralysis. It's not one hit that causes massive damage, it's multiple hits that cause less damage. We got the paralysis off there. Alrighty, and boss time. I think we'll one-shot the boss. And it's about 15-17k damage per hit. Alright, let's see how fast that was. 1 minute 50, faster than NAD build, but we've got 2 more builds to go. So regarding the hybrid build, we got a Purple Spencer 20 attack, we got a Hollow's Bait with 30 SP and a Fortification Pool with 30 SP, 25 SAD, 25 NAD, and -12 CDR. So no boosters, no friends, and let's see how this build does. Alright, so first strong attack, 8-second cooldown with about 6k per hit. Normal attack is about 3.6. Third strong attack, 21-second cooldown, about 4k damage per hit. And second strong attack, about 4.4k damage per hit. Although I didn't see what the cooldown was exactly. So unfortunately they hit this enemy right here only once and it didn't guard break, which is really interesting. Because they did it right in front of his face. But let's use his special. Let's see how that goes. So first strong attack, about 8k damage per hit. Normal attack is about 5.4. Alright, let's test out this second strong attack. Devastating. And we got the weakening off there as well. So they only hit twice, I believe. So this build is probably my favorite build. I do like a balance between NAD and SADs. No matter who the characters are. Maybe besides flurry characters, just go pure NAD. Well, that first attack has a nice wide range to it as well. Unfortunately not here, I thought I would dodge it. So I only hit twice. The Keto Master. That's really interesting. I thought I hit it multiple times. So maybe the hit registration on this move is a bit off. But we did get 13k on the boss. And we'll see how fast this build is. 1 minute 46, so 4 seconds faster than the SAD build. But we do have one more build left, and that's the CDR build. So taking a look at his CDR build, we got the same gear as the SAD build, so the Yugi Dispenser, the Spirit Core, and the Fortification Pill. However, regarding the links, we got -12, -12, and -14. Unfortunately, I don't have another orange CDR character, so this might be a bit slow due to not having the extra stats from the link slot. And let's see how he does. Alright, so first strong attack, 5-second cooldown with about 4.5k damage per hit. Third strong attack, 15 seconds with about 3.2k damage per hit. And second strong attack, 10-second cooldown and about 3.5k damage as well. So normal attack is about 1.7, it's not bad. Alright, let's use this special here. So special, 9.5k damage per hit. wait for these enemies. There's always one Kyudo Master, so not Kyudo Master, Self-Force member who never pops up. So similar to other transformation characters, the cooldown of your strong attacks reset, so that's really nice as well. And when you go back to normal, it also resets again. And with paralysis. Honestly, if this guy had Frenzy, I think he'd be one of the most wanted characters from the round 4 manga characters. I felt like he was just, people didn't want him. They put him as number 4. And I can understand why. He had nothing special compared to other characters who all had Frenzy. I do think the 10 stat barrier thing is a decent addition. But it would have been nice if they just kept it forever until you actually cop 10 hits. Not wait for 30 seconds as well. Alright, and boss time. In one shot, 15k damage per hit. And 1 minute 49. Not bad as a CDR build, not bad. So overall, Ywach is a pretty decent character. I think people bashed him too much, and I can understand why. First of all, his stab barrier not only doesn't disappear after 10 hits, but also disappears after 30 seconds or the normal duration time of a shield move, and that pretty much sucks, and that's only viable in PvP because obviously PvP usually doesn't last longer than 30 seconds, but in PvE, obviously PvE does last more than 30 seconds, and I think if they kept it forever, he would have been a very decent auto character, despite having his AI issues with auto. But also, I think KLab tried to design this character to be a complete Unohana killer or counter, and I can see why they stuffed up. First of all, they didn't give him Frenzy or Poise. I think if they gave him Poise, he would have been okay. Frenzy would have been better, because he does have that stat barrier and doesn't get knocked back. But I think another factor what they could have done was flipped his SP and attack, so he'd have 786 attack and 634 SP, and then increase his bruiser. I think then he would have been the complete counter to Unohana, because let me tell you, he does some devastating damage to Unohana, and honestly, I can understand why people were outraged with this character when he was announced. So would you get this character 200? Yes. Would you end the 10-10-10? Thing is, I would say it depends on your other orange characters. Me personally, I'm not disappointed since he's part of my main PvP team now. I removed Christmas Uru, and he's doing really decent against Unohana. All the hunters I'm versing in 3rd seat. But if you have Bunken, you might want to 10-10-10 him first, because I think he may be the superior character both PvP and PvE. The only downfall with Kenpachi is he doesn't have Sprinter, and that's about it. However guys, enjoy this video, like and subscribe for more Bleach Brave Cells content, and enjoy the rest of your day.